Hey everyone, welcome back to US Mint News and Reviews for September 12th, 2023. I'm Triple S. Now let's get busy. Over here, moneymetals.com says here you're going to be paying $8.39 over spot for a quantity of 1 through 39 American Silver Eagles. And really, remember that was at what, $7.49 about a month ago almost now? That looks a lot better than $8.50. And they're going to pay $24.71 for each of your American Silver Eagles if you wanted to sell them back. But would you? I don't know. I don't know. Now, over here to the United States Mint bullion sales, you're looking here at the month of September, and they're already at 700,000. I think the last 2 months we had about 5 million. And could the United States Mint bump it up for September? I do believe so. I think we're going to have about shy of about 2.8 million, maybe 2.5 million for the month of September, and hopefully that'll drive down premiums even more than what we saw 749 about a month ago or so. Now over here to the Google machine, I think this is really important, and I'm going to try and tie this into the United States Mint. All right, and I think Canada can be a role model for what they've done with their circulating currencies and coins. All right, here we go. So I typed in CBDC over at the Google machine, and the first one that came up is Nepal Central Bank plans CBDC in a year, says a spokesperson. The CoinDesk here, BIS project tests CBDCs directly settled on central bank balance sheet. Yeah, folks, CBDCs are coming. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. All right. India send banks plan new features to boost digital currency transaction and sources. Now here we go. Watcher Guru, US to launch CBDC currency to confront BRICS de-dollarization? Question mark. I don't know. Maybe. Can we play dumb? Probably. Can Russia evade U.S. sanctions with a new CBDC? Yeah, probably. Look at this. MasterCard is committed, right? They're all in to making CBDCs as easy to use as money. So wait a minute. Use as money. Does that mean CBDCs aren't money? Fed's Michael Barr, no word on CBDC and deeply concerned about stablecoins. Why is he so deeply concerned? I'm fearful. Now, what are stablecoins, you might ask? Well, let me go ahead and do this. Probably shouldn't do that right now, but stablecoins are basically, I think, a digital currency that's backed by something real, a real commodity, possibly like gold. Yeah. Isn't that funny how the Fed chair is concerned about a digital currency that's backed by, a real commodity and not just the good faith of somebody's word? That's interesting, isn't it? Now, a lot of stuff was coming out of the G20 in India just yesterday, and so on and so forth. So it goes a little bit deeper than that. Now, let's go over here to this particular article by Derek Anderson on Cointelegraph.com. And the title of this article is Fed Vice Chair Barr gives update on CBDC research, plugs stablecoin legislation. Michael Barr expressed strong concern about stablecoins. You know what? We probably should look up stablecoins just for the sake of doing it here. Stablecoins are a type of cryptocurrency whose value is tied to another asset class to keep it stable, steady value. The most popular kind of stablecoins are fiat-backed stablecoins, which are tied to currencies such as the US dollar. But other ones are also, with commodities, right? Look at this. So fiat money, which is either fiat money, exchange traded commodities, or another cryptocurrency. All right. So that's that one. I think that the most stable coins are probably going to be commodity based. All right. Now this is at an appreciation of legislative efforts to address them at Philadelphia's Fed FinTech event. The Federal Reserve Bank Vice Chairman spoke at the Philadelphia's Fed's FinTech event on September 8th, that was just about 4 short days ago now, about what the central bank's role is in financial innovation. CBDCs, absolutely. In fact, I think the framework, the skeleton for the CBDC has already been properly installed. They just need legislation to come out and say, go for it. Research and supervision was the short answer, with the nod to the FedNow service. There it is. Bingo. Ding, 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 ding. And remember, a lot of people have said, oh, no, the FedNow service, that's not CBD. You're just being silly. You're just being a conspiracy theorist, right? And I think that's what they say, along with the standard disclaimer about making no decisions without congressional authorization. And they say that all standard disclaimer. They constantly say that, right? Barr provided an overview of the Fed's current focus of central bank digital currency, or CBDC research. He characterized it as basic research that might support a CBDC payment backbone or for other purposes in the existing payment systems. I think that's language is meant to be ambiguous and not really specific because, I think 100% that it will and not just might. All right, but that's my opinion. I'm welcome to it, and you are as well for yours. Now, specifically, Barr mentions system architecture. That's interesting word, system architecture for recording transactions and ownership in ledgers and tokenization models. A Fed's note publication the same day on wholesale CBDC also emphasized the technology associated with tokenized platforms is not incompatible with existing central bank money functioning as a settlement asset. What the heck are they trying to say? You know what they're trying to say? It works. It will work. It's not incompatible, which means it is compatible with existing central bank money functioning as a settlement asset. Yeah, who knew? I think that was the whole idea in the first place. Barr reminded his audience of the Fed's Novel Activity Supervision Program, which introduced last month. What? Novel Activity Supervision Program. That dedicated team of supervisors can provide feedback that would allow a federal supervised bank to obtain written supervisory non-objection to its novel activities involving stablecoins, among other things. What? What other things? Barr said this activity aligns with the Office of the Comptroller of Currency, OCC, policies outlined in interpretive letters 1174 and 1179. Here we go. This is where the real wordage and the strong language comes in. Strong federal oversight of stablecoins, which is foreseen in the OCC letters, foreseen meaning basically, hey, they're telling legislators to say, hey, this is what you need to do, basically, is in the interest of the Fed, Barr said. That rhymes, that's nice. As dollar-pegged stablecoin borrows the trust of the central bank. He expressed his appreciation for current legislative efforts. Now, if the CBDC, or at least the stablecoin here in the United States, is backed by the dollar, that could be ugly if the dollar loses value, right? So if the BRIC countries devalue the dollar tremendously, doesn't that mean the stablecoin is not so stable? I think it would be probably better served with gold. And I think that's why all the central banks throughout the world, at least the smart ones, are snatching up gold so that they can have a central bank digital currency backed by gold. And you're probably wondering, how is Stacker going to even tie this into the United States Mint news? Oh, wait, I'll keep on keeping on. Now, if non-federally regulated stablecoins, so the definite possibility of a lot of firm maybes here, right? If non-federally regulated stablecoins would become a widespread means of payment and store value, they could pose significant risks to financial stability, of where monetary policy, whose policy, and the U.S. payment system. What would happen to the U.S. payment system? So a lot of fear-mongering going on with that particular statement. It doesn't really get any kind of specific details. It's just kind of a vague, ambiguous term like booga booga booga. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, come on, what's going on? The Fed equipped large banks, regional banks, community banks, and credit unions with the rails for broadly accessible 24-hour instant payments through the FedNow service, introduced in July, Barr said. So there you go. I think the rails. So what do rails do? What do railroads do? Yeah, they control where you're going, right? He added that current volumes of the service are small, but it is up to the depository institutions to make the service available. And there's the whole article right there. Now, let's go here to the United States Mint. And I think Canada, like I said, is probably going to be the role model for what's going on here at the United States Mint. So I believe if the Bureau of Engraving and Printing, they're having a lot of stuff going on over there. What happens if they don't need any more currency and it's not printed anymore? Well, you're not going to be able to find that at your bank. And what if the United States Mint no longer makes circulating coins, right? Well, that means that the United States Mint will be the only place that you can actually buy these for numismatics. And that's going to be collector coins only, much like in Canada and what they've done. And I think Canada is the role model for this particular thing. And why is it, that the uncirculated coin set from 2023 is still unavailable? Now, I'm not saying that's directly related to the CBDCs. However, if we do have a CBDC, the uncirculated coin set from 2023 could be the last coin set that we have actually, circulating coins at the banks in conjunction to the circulating set of 2023. So what's that mean for 2024? Could they just be collector items only and never found in general circulation? I don't know about that. Maybe halfway through the year? But that would be really interesting. So let's keep on keeping on. We're over here at the uncirculated coin set for 2023. No real information on this whatsoever, and makes me scratch my head as to how many this particular product is going to have, and if this is going to be the last one that features all the circulating coins. I imagine it would be the 24 set, but if it does happen like that, I think we need to be aware of what's going on there. So let's check this out. This is the uncirculated coin set from 2022. It is $29, and it does have a product limit of 250,000. And folks, this one is almost snatched up altogether, because look at that, 9,888. I probably should have done that. Here we go, reload. Maybe there's less now. 9,899. So it looks like it bumped up a little bit. I think it said 9,888. Now there's like 11 more. But either way, I think the point of it all is that the United States Mint could actually see way less circulating coins produced there. And now what would that do for the collector coins? I think that would absolutely make them focus on the quality instead of the quantity that we've been seeing. Because let's face it, if you're going to get out, it's kind of like having friends. Would you rather have quantity or quality friends, right? I think that's important. And speaking of friends, let's go to the plus ones. Bam! This is Proverbs 28:23. It says here, one who reproves a person will later find favor more than one with a flattering tongue. And I think what that means is that a smart person eventually realizes that one who corrects his faults is truly his true friend. And I think that is also mirrored in that movie Shrek, where Donkey said only a true friend would be that truly honest. And there's it is right there. Now let's go to the 99.9 KOIN Coin News Radio. Here it is, folks. ZZ Top, Sharp Dressed Man, and it's an HD action. I love it. Now, with that said, I want to thank you all for coming. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you're seeing, sub to the channel. It's free. Stacker out.